Hey everybody, this is Corey Salter True Floyd, and welcome to the Geek Report. This week, James Gunn still wants to bring back one person from the last universe. X-Men 97's director just got laid off. Plus, Juan Carlo Esposito wants to play a titular role, but one minor difference. All that and more this week on the Geek Report. Let's go. And we're back. Hey everybody, this is Corey Salt True Floyd for the Geek Report, and I'm here with my main confidant, my number two, my guy in the chair, Demon Engine,
Hola, mi amigos.
and our guest this week, Kika, the ATX model from Texas.
Hey, what's up?
How are you, my dear? It's been so good to see you.
You too. I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Yo, for love the cosplay.
And
It's definitely gonna be
and
relevant, and the haircut.
and the haircut, yeah.
But she's an amazing cosplayer. Be sure to check her out. And she's just an all around sweet person, especially when it comes to the dogs.
Oh my gosh. My
Oh my
baby.
God. Yes.
Everybody's babies are my babies.
But you guys, you know what it is. It's another week. There's a lot of stuff going on in and around the geek universe, and we're going to try and talk about at least some of it. It's going to be a good time. Hopefully, if you're with us today, you're subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. And Demon Engine, let's go. Bo DeMaio, who was
Damn.
pretty much the X-Men 97 creator and showrunner, has been fired this week by Disney. No one really knows what exactly happened, but there is a lot of speculation that it has to do with some of the other content that has been found on his social media. Mainly it being photos of him in more lewd positions. But I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure if it's
Do you
that
have a
deep for
OF or
Disney.
some shit?
I don't know. I currently don't know, but I do know there was a photo of him in some sort of jock strap. That's all I know. I'm. I don't think that's a reason to fire someone, but then again, Disney is very.
Conservative.
That's not
I
going to
don't
last
even
for
want to.
long.
I'm gonna use prudish because
Yeah,
they're
that's
They
they're
even
can't,
yeah.
with their connection to Marvel has led them down the path where they can't really shy away from shit anymore.
it, maybe, but right now that's all we really do know. I just think it's weird that he's been promoting the show, of course, nonstop for the last several months, and we're literally 2 weeks away from the premiere, and now he's been fired. Mind you, he ran the story for the first and second seasons, and I guess they just fired him while he was working on the third. So, um, I don't know. This is very odd. This is very odd. Not
Well,
sure.
yeah, I mean, looking at the photo, there to be honest, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but that's just me. Um,
I
but
concur.
huh?
I concur. I don't really see an issue, but the House of Mouse gets really weird.
That's well, yeah.
Maybe it's something else. Again, this is all just
Well,
speculation.
I mean, the fact that he's gay, they Disney doesn't like gay people.
I don't know. They say that until it's time for someone to sing a song. Uh, Listen, I don't think you. I don't think you can hate gay people, but then need theater kids to run your business. It's kind of weird.
It is very weird.
But then again, that's Florida. Moving ahead.
What is that?
This is Bill Skarsgård as the Crow. The Crow trailer came out earlier this week, and I made a TikTok about it. Be sure to check it out on our TikTok under Amerime Media, because it also includes a screen test of Jason Momoa as the Crow.
Ooh.
And I gotta admit, watching this trailer, it feels more like a edgy early 2000s music video. Bill Skarsgård looks cool. I just don't see the Crow. I see Devil May Cry reboot. He looks like
no more.
That's what he look. I'm sorry, that's what he looks like. He looks like that Devil May Cry reboot. He does. Listen, Demon, am I wrong?
The reboot Dante went to Hot Topic.
I don't know. And it's weird because Skarsgård has two movies coming out this year. Both are pretty action packed. One where he plays a mute, and then one where he plays the Crow. And I'm not gonna lie, my money's gonna be more towards the one where he plays a mute, because right now this one, I don't know. There's a lot of. This will be an awesome movie for 2008. I'm not sure if it's going to fit for 2024. I don't know. Like, does this say The Crow to you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's like. I feel like Marilyn Manson did the soundtrack in this photo.
That's, yeah.
I feel like he's opening up for Rob Zombie.
Dracula.
He looks like he's a bloody version of Jack Skellington.
Live action Jack Skellington.
No.
But on his deathbed.
Before he became the Pumpkin King. This I had to post up because earlier this week, the Senate voted on a bill to ban TikTok. And because they're worried, they say they're worried about the privacy of our information, which I personally think is kind of funny, because I don't know about everyone else, but I remember living through 9/11 and the Patriot Act, where they just went willy-nilly on surveillance of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, y'all worried about this app that's owned by a Singaporean guy, but somehow in the Senate, y'all just kept telling this man that he was from China. Meanwhile, Google, Facebook, and Twitter have both had to settle lawsuits because they've literally have sold people's information, while TikTok has not.
Can we go back to the Bluebird? I keep forgetting that's Twitter.
What do you keep? Oh my God! Did you think it was X videos? Oh my goodness!
So was an excellent.
But you know what? Horrible. But I don't. I think it's really weird just looking at the Senate, as it comprises of a majority of like 65 and up older white people worrying about this app. Am I wrong? It just feels like people who definitely wonder why their BlackBerry doesn't work right because it's actually the TV remote are worried about this app.
They're going to take our information. That's the TV remote, Grandpa.
This is It's like you guys pass laws for things that most of you are not going to live to see. And I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm saying it because several of our U.S. senators are in their 80s.
They don't know how to use it. They don't know how to use it, so it's like a threat.
their faces are so wrinkly that their Apple ID just is like, listen, this isn't gonna work. Just put in your password.
All
And
you
then
do,
Nancy Pelosi
all
had the
y'all younger
audacity to
people
say,
do
"We're trying to
is be
save
on
Tic
your
Tac."
phones and
TikTok.
whatnot.
She
You
called. She said
upset?
like tic
We're
tac
not
toe.
out here with our fucking grandparents learning how to make a legal hooch, snorting cocaine on a regular basis at any type of function, professional or family.
Horrible. Let's go to the next one. Old people in TikTok. Uh, Rebel Zack Snyder, director of Netflix's current blunder, Rebel Moon, says the reactions to his movies are always very polarizing. You don't say.
Hmm.
It's one of those things where it's just like, no shit, Sherlock. It's like the reason your movies are always polarizing is because somehow you take things and you take them to such a weird direction. Like, like I understood this was supposed to be your Star Wars. You know what I didn't expect to see in your version of Star Wars? Space SA. That's not what I expected out of Rebel Moon. And then you're not only that, but you introduce interesting characters just for them to die moments later. For every good Zack Snyder movie, there's like three where you're just not sure what to say afterwards.
Hmm.
Like Sucker Punch is a great movie to look at, but when you start trying to look at the actual story, you're like, I get it, but what? Somehow you knock it out of the park with Man of Steel, but then to say you fall short in Batman versus Superman is laying it on a little thick. The only reason we give you leniency with the Justice League is because you had a death in your family. And then eventually, 4 years later, we got the Snyder Cut. And let's be honest, it's really cool, but it's also 4 hours long. And it only
Mhm.
further
What
reiterates why you shouldn't do team up
reason?
without properly introducing the individual heroes first. It's
I feel
like,
bad for the people that had to go see that in the field.
Mm.
Those lions must have had to been horrendous to get to the fucking bathroom.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's go to the next one.
Telling on yourself.
Look, no, the weirdest part is we got screeners for Batman versus Superman, and I went with my buddy. We went to go see the movie, and afterwards, we kind of just sat in the car and got high. So we were like, "So was that a good movie, or are we just like not don't want to talk about it?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about it." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Meanwhile, speaking of cool, Nicolas Cage is actually confirming talks with Sony about doing a live-action Spider-Man noir series, which I'm not against,
But
but
How old is he?
gotta be like in his 60s, right?
it's Nicolas Cage. It's like I like you, like it's like Nicolas Cage, we like you, but
That the
sometimes
date
you
of your face not existing for a while?
wait, how old is he now? Let me look
He's
this up.
60. He's
Oh,
60.
he's exactly 60 years old.
Yep. He turned 60 this year.
Oh wow. I don't see him. It's a cool idea. I just don't see him being Spider-Man in that.
Who do you see?
Uncle Ben. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know,
I
but
feel like if I walk into a room, even if he's looking like that, I should feel concerned.
I don't know who I could see playing a Spider-Man noir. Uh, ah, they have to be athletic, but they can't be too tall or too wide. They definitely have
Nicolas
to perfect.
Cage.
It's not Nicolas Cage. Listen, I still can't forgive Nicolas Cage for having air sprayed abs in Ghost Rider. I was just like that one shot. I was like, yo, these VFX for these abs go harder for him than the flaming skull. I was like, come on, dog. It's like, come on.
Then
I
you
don't
got
know,
Marvel workouts.
but
I
look,
think
but
Robert Pattinson would do a good job.
if he could pull off that 1940s talk, sure.
Yeah.
That's got to be the whole that the way he talks. It has to have that fast pace. And could Robert Pattinson pull it off? Possibly. After seeing him do the Lighthouse and the Batman, I I think the guy could pull off just about anything. So maybe time will tell. But then again, there's roles like this that are made for the folks who haven't stepped up to that pantheon yet. So it would be a good way to get a new up and comer into the mix.
Yeah.
Plus, Sony definitely needs a Spider-Man in their film, whatever the fuck they've got going on right now, because Madam Web ain't it.
Oof.
Whew. Whew.
I'm gonna just, yeah, I still haven't watched that. I'm gonna just take that.
Don't-
I haven't watched it. I'm not gonna watch it.
Don't. That
I'm
was
gonna waste my time.
that Madam Web was so bad. I had already hit the eject button on a date that night and then went to go see Madam Web. I was like, yo, this night has just been horrible all around. I was like, this sucks. Ugh. Next clip. Getting date PTSD. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have put it in twice. My bad. As we said last week, they were currently filming the latest Venom movie, and this one is going to be called Venom: The Last Dance, which is scheduled to come out a week before Halloween. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I think that the Venom films started off okay, then it went really bad. So I don't
This
know
is
where
their
they're going with this one.
redeemer.
No, I'm keep it being. I don't care for the movies. I'm just here for the Venom.
You're just here for the Venom.
Yes, the actual. He's hilarious.
True. I will say that. Tom Hardy is great as well as Venom. It's just been the stories have been that Carnage one was just so bizarre because it was just like, do you guys understand the actual source material? Because it feels like y'all don't know the source material. It's like you had it for a moment and then you let go of it. And as a comic book movie, I think Let There Be Carnage was horrible, but it's also one of the greatest gay rom-coms I've seen. Because like the way Venom and Eddie work, oh, they're the cutest couple.
Oh, yes,
They really are.
I have found a friend that I can have that symbiotic romance with, and it fills me with joy. He's the Eddie to my Venom.
Oh God, that's adorable. What's next, Demon? Eddie.
Hold on.
We are. Yes, the Batman 2 was actually got pushed. It was supposed to come out this year, but because of the strikes that happened earlier this year, it's been pushed to 2026. And I think a lot of folks should actually get used to hearing this phrase because the writer strike and the actor strike and the director strike, yeah, people weren't working at all. Zero. So now to get everything back up and running, people got to get back to the grindstone, and those original deadlines just really aren't happening.
Mm-hmm.
And this is mainly for stuff that was supposed to be in production at that time. Some movies are still coming out on time because they didn't start anything during the strike. So if y'all just paid y'all people right the first time around, we wouldn't be worried about this. But what do I know?
I'm not fine with I'm fine with this being pushed back. Because we all know how I feel about Batman.
Yeah, he is not a fan of Batman.
So I'm glad not seeing him for a bit. Push it back to 2027. Maybe 2028.
Shut up. Did you enjoy the Batman?
I
Kika?
thought it was good. Yeah, I thought it was good. But for me, it's always going to be, and you can hate me for this, it's okay. I'm always going to go with the Michael Keaton 1980s Batman before anybody else. That's mainly because I love the Joker in that one.
It's Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I love
I
him.
can't.
I love him.
It's Jack Nicholson. It's pure. Jack
I hate Joker, but I
Nicholson.
love Joker.
Jack
hate
Nicholson's
Batman.
Joker is pure electricity. Like he literally was the opposite of Batman.
Yeah, it's great.
Plus Jack Nicholson, that was one of the first deals in Hollywood where actors could actually make points off of the film. You know, Jack Nicholson made $60 million off that first Batman movie.
Damn.
Yeah, because he asked for points on the box office.
Good for him.
Now, Fallout creators, they wanted to clarify that this upcoming series coming out on Amazon Prime, it's not a replacement for Fallout 5. So Fallout 5 is still happening. Because I guess, me personally, I'm going to act like Fallout 76 never happened. And I gotta admit, I'm still really excited for this TV show. It looks really good. Demon, you're a Fallout person, aren't you? Or is that Comic Boss?
New Comic Boss? Comic Boss is the one that's a Fallout person. I have played for up until I immediately stopped playing. Up until I had to fight me shoot at some giant roaches. I'm just like, nah. If this is like Starship Trooper, Helldiver, giant bugs, and I'm spreading democracy, all for it. I feel like I'm in a ghetto. These are just mega evolved ghetto roaches, and I'm not here for it.
Are you a Fallout person?
No.
That's okay.
Not at all.
I am ready. I do want to see this series, but I don't know. I don't think I can. It's not my post-apocalyptic survival game.
I like it. I like it. It's definitely a flawed game series, but
I love the story though, especially
interesting stories.
All the interesting stories about the different vaults. Like I will sit there and listen to the lore all day. I'm just not playing it.
Okay, I can understand. I can understand that.
I am a massive lore nerd for games I don't play.
What's next, Dean?
It's what satiates me from not having to play.
We take a big sigh for this one. Yeah.
So there's going to be a Halloween TV series that's going to be a complete reboot of the franchise, and okay,
what issues does he have?
Okay,
Because doesn't Jason Voorhees have mommy issues?
No, Jason. Well,
yes,
he did have mommy issues, but all right, Jason had Jason
This
and
one
his
got
mom
sibling issues. Right?
Jason and his mom had a legitimate qualm. I the camp counselors were busy fucking around, and her son drowned.
Yeah.
I get that. She started killing camp counselors. Eventually, a camp counselor got her. He came back from the dead and has just been wrecking stuff ever since. I
Hmm.
get that. Understand it. Michael Myers is just evil. And that the new franchise that they had put out where Halloween ends and all that stuff, it started off well, it got dumb, and then it just went stupid in the end. So sure, a TV series, fine. On top of that, we're also getting a TV series about Camp Crystal Lake. I don't. I'm
We
not
need
a.
new monsters. We need new more shit. We need new shit across the board. I'm tired.
This is. I under like making a TV series about it. I just don't think is it. I don't.
Hearing all this shit just makes me want to watch more anime.
And the crazy part is, I understand. Like at least the Chucky TV series isn't a reboot. It's literally a continuation from the original movie all the way up to now,
Hmm.
and it's all by the actual franchise creator. I don't know who like these guys don't know what the hell they're doing, and this looks like a walking shit show in the making. Maybe I'll be wrong. Let's put a pin in this and see what happens down the road. Just remember, I said this here on March 15th. All right, so there was a vote, and Blue Beetle was publicly voted the fifth best comic movie of 2023. And I'm kind of weirded out by that because I'm like, comic movies were really weird for 2023. Like, we had what? We had Aquaman, The Marvels, Quantumania,
Hmm.
Shazam, Fury of the Gods. we had Guardians of the Galaxy. That was good.
Yeah.
Uh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. That I thought that was actually really good. Uh, Outside of that, I'm just like I guess it was such a weird, horrible year for comic book movies.
It was blah. Nothing grabbed my attention. It was blah. Everything I was like, I can wait for it to stream. I'm not in a hurry.
What's worse is because we also had the Flash and was Black Adam 2022 or 2023? I don't know. They were both
I
so
don't
horrible.
remember.
But I feel like those two movies were so bad that that Blue Beetle was just set up to fail. Because the movie itself wasn't horrible. I just think it came out at the worst possible time. Like it came out after everyone was just already emotionally drained from the other DC movies. Just like how the Marvels, which was actually a solid movie, just came out at a bad time. Plus, there are guys who just hate female comic book characters for some reason. I don't know, but because there was actually nothing wrong with the movie. It wasn't perfect, but it was fine. Don't worry, he's still going to be around in James Gunn's new universe, though. So don't worry, buddy. You still got work. Speaking of James Gunn, he actually wants Margot Robbie to return as Harley Quinn, and I can't really argue that. I think Margot Robbie is a great actress, and I enjoyed her portrayal of Harley Quinn. Demon Kika.
I agree.
Demon.
I I don't know. I don't got nothing to say. I
I
was
like her. I like her as Harley Quinn. But
I like
Margot
her as
Robbie
Harley
actually.
Quinn. I just immediately started having like questioning my life choices.
Why? Just why?
The type of
Anywho,
characters I was exposed to as a child is shaped me.
Margot Margot Robbie doesn't have a full desire to return as Harley Quinn, but from what I understand, she's also currently in the works of rebooting um, Tank Girl as a movie where
Oh,
she'll where
yes.
she, where she will produce as well as star as the titular character.
Oh
I
man,
just
I'm
yes.
so stoked for that.
I'm a big Tank Girl fan, so I'm
Yeah.
for it. I'm for it. Let's let's go to the next one, my man. Oof. So Shamik Moore went to Twitter during the Academy Awards because he felt like Across the Spider Verse was robbed of the Oscar for animation because they lost to Hayao Miyazaki's The Boy and the Heron. And what your dress is Miles, so I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Okay, first off, I had not seen the other one, so I have nothing to compare to.
Okay.
But Across the Spider-Verse was a masterpiece. I'm sorry. I mean, I think it was better than the first one. I have not been able to stop listening to the soundtrack. I've watched it, I don't know, numerous times. Numerous times. It's so colorful. It's so vivid. It's so well put together. I don't see how it could not win.
And in any other time, I would understand that 1,000 times over. The only problem is we're talking about Hayao Miyazaki movie, Studio Ghibli. So it's like don't get me wrong, Spider Verse is excellent. It's an excellent film, but we're going against the guy that
Go.
gave us Kiki's Delivery Service, My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke, Spirit of the Way, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo. It's
The go.
I mean, they're all great. I mean, I don't deny it. I mean, I haven't seen the one that won, but I've seen other Studio Ghibli films, and yeah, I mean, they're great. But I'm
listen,
sorry, this rocks my world.
listen. The third movie might be the one to get it. I'm just
Woo,
saying because
let's hope.
listen, it's one of those things where it's like, bro, this is like Leonardo DiCaprio not winning the Oscar because someone else just was like, listen, bro, this should have been you, but this bull was here, so it was just like,
Yes,
listen, my
yes.
man, I feel you, but
My man was second place for the longest.
this ain't your this ain't your moment in the sun, but it will come.
It will.
It's like, listen, bro, if Miyazaki had decided to put the movie out in 2024, he would have been in there. it's like it's like, yeah, bro, it's bad timing.
That's
Sorry, son,
so.
because it is bad timing. It's just
It
like,
is.
sorry, bruh, I can't help you. It's
Gotta
okay,
be
homie.
quicker than that.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, this is your canon event, Miles.
That part.
Let's go to the next one. I'm sorry.
Not the cannon, man.
Because in my head, I kept hearing that Miguel O'Hara music. All right. Juan Carlos Esposito, he wants to play Professor X, but he doesn't want to be in a wheelchair.
I don't understand why he's still going to be playing the same level of bastard, if not greater.
Okay,
Okay.
here's how do I how
He like me in the villain, right?
here's a crazy. All right, I'm gonna use the films as a reference for this.
Okay.
It's important for Charles Xavier to be in a wheelchair
Mhm.
because it's proof of what happens when a mutant does not reflect proper self-control of their powers. Because in X-Men First Class, Magneto was arrogantly reflecting bullets instead of just stopping them dead, and that one bullet he reflected ended up hitting Xavier directly in the spine.
Mhm.
Essentially, canon event.
Hand cannon event. It's one of those moments where, and it's so funny because uh, a few weeks ago we had a whole episode talking about how important canon is and how it's okay to change certain things. I feel like this is one of those things that you can't change.
You
No.
reminded me of that. Just made it all the more funnier and fucked up. Remember when you paralyzed me, nigga? Relive the Holocaust.
Whatever argument they ever have, Xavier will go to that. Like, Charles, you don't see the importance. You know why I can't see the importance? Because I can't walk up the stairs. Every time I look at stairs, I'm reminded of your hubris, Eric. We're horrible. But Kika, your thoughts on this?
I mean, you could take him back to a far backstory. He could have it, but he can't play that.
He just
There's
can't
no
be
way.
walking around the mansion all free willy nilly.
Yeah, nah. No, 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 no. No.
You know what?
We
Let's
you
see if we can get a
also we need that
compromise.
diversity to stay in the
Let's see if we
X-Men.
can get a compromise.
X-Men is a diverse universe because mutants everywhere. And don't take out the
Let
one mutant.
him be like Zenyatta.
It's just
I'm in the chair for most of the movie. But whenever he isn't completely alone, you just see him just stand up real quick, stretch his legs before sitting back down.
it's just the fact that first off, I'm curious to see how the rewriting would be just for Juan Carlo to be there because if he's Xavier, it's like, all right, brother, you can't have the same exact backstory as regular Charles, and I don't think Eric's backstory could be the same either. So y'all brother y'all brothers gonna have to be mutants during the civil rights, and Eric was trying to use violence and you wasn't, and the
You
same
know what?
scenario happened.
This is all
Rewrite
a
it.
dream.
New canon event. He never actually got hit by the stray bullet, but he knew how much he could affect him with it.
Oh, a what if?
And
What
saying that he was paralyzed. So he's never been paralyzed, but always walking around. But to everybody, because he likes to manipulate minds, they always see him in a goddamn wheelchair.
That is absolutely. Wait.
It's not above the realm of possibility. He has done worse.
It's not. That would be crazy.
What if Charles Xavier never got hit with the bullet?
No, Demon is saying, what if him appearing in a wheelchair is just him fucking with everyone's mind, making them see what they want, so they'll always be willing to listen to anything he says because they automatically will take pity on him. Because when he
That
comes
could
to the
be a
room to
thing.
talk that, because when he comes to the room to talk that shit, they'll just be like, whatever. Then they see him rolling in, they're like, all right, Xavier, what you gonna say now? That's fucked up.
It's delightfully evil.
That's fucked up.
It's a little dark.
Damn. And he's not and it's like, and if you
It's
know how
not
fucked
above
up
the realm of
Xavier is,
possibility.
he's not above it. That's the crazy part. He's not even above it.
Making his best
Damn.
friend relive the Holocaust to save his
Yeah,
life is the tip of the fucked
yo,
up shit that man has done.
yo, Kika, like 2 weeks ago when our Geek Report, I put up a clip from the old X-Men cartoon. Literally in the middle of the fight, Xavier attacks Magneto's mind and made him relive the Holocaust.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And it was
That
just like,
bastard.
wait, my man. He was like, I'm gonna hit you with emotional damage.
Aye.
like, Xavier's a savage.
Oh.
That's
Damn.
damn
If
Demon.
one day if he ever just sat in there and just stormed into the school, went straight to Xavier and started pounding on just
That's crazy. just burst in and just start wailing on his ass.
Oh.
Damn. Well, I think that's it for the Geek Report this week.
make it a TikTok.
You want to use this clip as a TikTok?
Smack. I think he had enough. You want what he having? No. And make it Wolverine that walks in there too. You want what he having? Nah, I'm good.
No, and the craziest part is Wolverine already know he really doesn't want any smoke with Magneto. Because it's literally nothing but a wave of the hand, and he will smack that man to New Jersey from New York.
Yeah.
He's like, I smell your body from miles away. I think that is this it for our clips for today, Demon? Yep, yes it is. This has been a very fun and very wild Geek Report, and it is always fun. Kika, it has been an absolute pleasure having you here today. It really is.
Thank you for having me again. I was so happy to be on here.
Please tell everybody where they can find you, what you're working on.
So you can find me on Instagram, Kika, the ATX model. Currently working on, well, I guess I can say it. Cosplay Deviants is, doing their calendar, their yearly calendar. So I've already submitted my calendar submissions. Mirko from My Hero. She got accepted. I'm the first deviant model who got accepted for this 2025 calendar. So there's that. Yay!
Yay!
Um, but yeah, I'm finally getting back to myself after, excuse me, a surgery last year. So I'm gonna start being a little bit more active. So get ready for it.
Listen, we're here for it. You are always welcome here.
I appreciate it.
Plus, when the weather gets better, I gotta see that Pokemon tattoo. Not today, but next time. Because
What Pokemon?
didn't you get some Pokemon ink?
No.
I must be tripping. I swore you had got some ink. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
No tattoo? No.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've been working on my Attack on Titan tattoo.
Oh, it's Attack on Titan. Okay. Maybe that.
Yeah,
Maybe that. Why did I think it was Pokemon? Huh. Awkward.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Maybe because I just recently posted Nessa. I don't know.
might be. But seriously, everyone, please feel free to check her out. She's an absolute darling. Make sure you follow her. Demon Engine, my homie, it is always good to be with you by my side. My man's 50 grand.
Yo.
And of course, everyone out there, we want to thank you guys for tuning in this week for the Geek Report. I hope you guys are subscribed while you're watching, and make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and that like button. And of course, with everything we've talked about today, take it to the comments, because we do like to take a look at those from time to time. Of course, we'll be chopping this up for as well for our TikTok until whatever happens on Capitol Hill happens. So, but we'll be back next week with more news and more debauchery and more foolishness. This has been Corey Saltitude Floyd, Demon Engine, and Kika the ATX model. This has been a Merrily Media Geek Report. We'll be seeing you guys next time.
Peace. One last thing. Next week, I will be streaming. It will be a horror map. It will be in VR.
What are you streaming?
I don't know which map yet. While I'm
Which VR? Which VR? Oh, VR. Oh, okay. Here we go. I need a link.
Man.
So
no problem. I'll make sure I send you one.
All right. Cool.
I'm probably going to be screaming like a bitch the whole time.
Awesome.
Other than that, it was nice seeing everybody.
Please be well. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Please.